welcome or welcome back to Life on the Branch. If you didn't understand that intro, or my absolute disdain for buckwheat flour, I will link some exemplary videos throughout this. Any of them will show you why I hate buckwheat flour. But I'll link some here and then throughout. And you'll see that my relationship to this flour, it might be my worst nemesis.
But we've never given it a fair shot.
This is because in the other videos where we have cooked with buckwheat flour, it's been for hamsters, not for us.
And it's been following recipes recommended by others, but not for humans.
But not from Bob.
Right.
And Bob has a recipe on the back of his bag for this flour. So we're going to be following Bob's down-home buckwheat pancakes recipe for today's video to give buckwheat a fair shot. And I'm just going to read this note from Bob to inspire us while we make these, because I have very low expectations going in. I had pretty low expectations for vegan pancakes. Well, moderate. I have lower expectations for this. So, but let's get inspired by Bob, because this is Bob's recipe, and we need to give Bob a fair shot. Right?
Yeah.
So he says, "Dear friends," a little presumptuous. I don't know Bob, but love your neighbor. Okay, we're friends.
We bought his stuff, so...
Yeah, at the very least he likes us, because we've also now we bought 2 other types of his flour now for a different video. So, we're basically Bob's best friends. Anyhow, dear friends, at Bob's Red Mill, we take great pleasure in bringing wholesome, delicious foods like whole grain buckwheat flour to your table. We'll see. We search the world for unique and unusual heirloom grains that you can use to forge new culinary adventures, right in your own kitchen. This will be an adventure. Rely on us for a wide variety of baking flours, grains, and mixes you'll feel good about eating. To your good health, Bob and Will. And I think during a pandemic, wishing someone good health, that's thoughtful, right?
Right.
So, let's just get cooking. Okay, so for this recipe, we need 1 cup of this flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, we just are using table salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, which we have, an egg well beaten, we have, 2 tablespoons of molasses. We do not have, but we've read that we can substitute molasses for honey, so we're going to do that. Also, I love honey, so that's promising. 1 cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of oil. Do we have oil? Did you buy oil the last time?
We've got this olive oil in a can.
No, that's for the grease. We need a tablespoon of oil for the mixture.
What kind of olive oil? What kind of oil?
Any oil.
This is olive oil in a can. You just spray it into a tablespoon measurer and you will get a tablespoon of olive oil.
What?
You can use this to get the oil out.
There is no way you can use that to get a...
I've done it before. You can do it.
Okay, so we're just going to move forward with the substitutions we've described and hope for the best. It's made in the USA. Did you know there was a Milwaukee in Oregon?
Sounds like you're stalling.
I am stalling. It makes 8 pancakes.
Yeah. 4 for me and 4 for you.
Oh, yum. What do we do first? Okay, heat a lightly greased griddle or pan over medium-high heat. Other ingredients go over the pan. Do we have... This is fine. The oil will just blend right in with the pan. Okay. Now... Oh, over high. Great. Medium high. Great. Okay, while that's going, in a small bowl, whisk flour, salt, and baking powder. How small is this bowl? This size?
Do you have a medium size? Yeah, I'd use that.
Use this one for the egg.
You can always have too big, but you can never have too small. That probably didn't turn out right.
You're saying? No, it didn't. But none of this is, so it doesn't even matter. Okay. A cup of this disgusting dead people. I'm sorry that I'm putting you through this. Cup measure. I know the damage that this toxic relationship is probably doing to your mental health.
Are you talking to the buckwheat?
I'm talking to the cup measurer. It's being filled with toxic energy. And I can relate really strongly to that right now. Okay. Now, what goes in there? Salt. How much salt?
And the baking powder.
A teaspoon of salt. A half or a fourth? Hey, it is sea salt. Good for us. The ohana is gone.
Yeah, I don't know where all our teaspoons went.
Okay, well, we're using half of this. Would you say that's half?
Yeah, looks like half.
Okay.
You can always over salt, but you can't under salt.
We proved that to be not true in this video. Okay, and a teaspoon of baking powder. This is a half, so we just use 2 of these for the baking powder. Pretty sure there's a way you're supposed to be able to like use this ledge. Ah, I did. Okay. 1, 2. Okay.
Whisk it together.
See, we're supposed to do the bigger bowl for the wet ingredients.
Either or. You have 2 bowls here that are working well, and you can beat the egg in the smaller.
You're supposed to slowly combine this into the other one.
Okay, so flip it.
Okay. What am I doing now? 1 cup of milk. Such a waste of milk. I need more milk. The reason we're doing this today is because I have like leftovers from last night's dinner if this doesn't pan out. So, I need an egg. What am I doing? Should I be more upbeat? Am I being too negative?
Yeah, let's believe in this.
Okay. You know what'll help me believe in this?
We'll help you believe in it.
My hat.
Okay.
Can't have pride in my cooking. At least I can have pride in myself. Right?
Right.
Great. Okay, so, beaten egg.
Oh.
What?
Weren't you supposed to beat it before?
What's wrong? Why can't I beat it now?
I guess you can beat it now.
It's going in liquid. Don't judge me. Molasses, milk, and oil. Milk, done. Oil and molasses. Okay, so we need the honey. How many of this? Tablespoons. What are you? Half tablespoon. Alright. There's 4 of these then. Look at that quick math. I did this the wrong direction. Okay. Get. Okay, because there's like still so much in this, I'm gonna give it a little extra boost. Okay. That's honey. And what else? Oh, this is where your oil trick comes in. So how do you propose doing this?
I would spray it into like a different cup first.
Okay.
Yeah, but like into the sink because it's going to spray everywhere.
Very frothy. That's a half table. What do I need?
1 tablespoon.
Okay. Alright. This is the weirdest pancake I've ever made in my life. I'll tell you that right now. But that's okay. I pride in myself that this is going to turn out.
Right. Remember the hat.
My hat says so. The hat can't lie.
There you go. That's a good whisk.
I think it's good.
Is the honey incorporated?
I think so, yeah. I don't see it anymore.
Okay, cool.
So now we slowly add this.
Oh, God. We're burning freaking oil over here.
We slowly... It said to start with that. I didn't say to start with that. Alright, now pour 1/4... What? Okay, so we're mixing this in.
Incorporating slowly. Wow. If you ever needed an embodiment for your sins, this is pretty good.
This is great for Halloween, if you had like a Halloween sleepover.
Yeah.
You know, when the pandemic ends and we have like normal gatherings again.
The real spooky part is that they have to eat it. But
Yeah.
no, we're proud here.
We're proud, that's right. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best pancakes we've ever had.
We might need to get more buckwheat because of how much we love it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, what is... This is all the buckwheat that we have? Oh, no.
I don't know if we can afford to get more buckwheat, though, so hopefully these aren't good, actually. It's quite expensive.
It's actually made with dollar bills. That's why it's called buckwheat.
Just burnt ones, though.
Burnt up dollar bills. That's why it's so expensive.
No, the only difference really is the honey.
Yeah.
Everything else is the same. And I like honey, and I don't really like molasses. So this is giving it its best shot, I feel. you know?
Right.
And the honey smell still is coming through a little bit. Once you get past the, like, dead people smell. See, the hat is making me more positive. Okay, I think this is ready to move to the thing. We are supposed to pour 1/4 cup portions onto the hot pan. Is that hot? It needs to be hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh god, we do have a 4th cup. I'm so sorry.
Alright, let's do this.
I'm so sorry.
Wow, look at those grains. It looks like granite or brick.
It does. It's spread. You know, as thick as it is in here, those are going to be thin pancakes.
It's all becoming one pancake.
Well, it won't be after I cut it. Because, you know, normally you just see when it gets golden brown. I don't know what color these are supposed to turn into. Oh, it does. Okay. Cook until bubbly. And then flip and cook until the center is set. Basically about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Serve immediately. Immediately.
What the hell's happening to these pancakes?
Okay, so we need to be prepared. Also, I'm going to set a timer for
Ooh,
2 minutes.
It's starting to smell a little bit like potato peels.
I like potatoes. Okay, so you're going to have to taste this first while I continue to cook.
Okay.
So I'm going to get your plate ready. Also, we don't have table space right now, so like, we're just going to be eating on the couch. But
We don't have couch space either.
well, that's why we're filming it in here. It works out, doesn't it? We have to eat these right now. Bob wants us to use this syrup.
If you're gonna buy buckwheat, you're gonna buy nice maple syrup too.
That's right. Okay, they're bubbly. So do you think we flip now?
Yeah, that's what Bob said.
Okay, Bob. Hey, I need you to disconnect from your brethren. Okay? Thanks. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's a fire. Is that too old of a meme? Hey!
That looks pretty
That
good.
looks like a pancake! That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's just like a deep brown pancake.
Dude, this could be okay. It's all coming together. It could be okay. They actually smell good. They actually do not smell that bad. Okay? So I'm excited for you to taste test this.
Bob's Redemption. Let's see.
This could be Bob's redemption. Also, it's not my birthday. That's not why we got this hat. This is literally just for my pride. I'm gonna serve. Serve it up. Alright, you put the camera down, I'm gonna keep going, and then I'll film you once you're tasting. Okay, so we're going no butter.
Oh, I should have put butter on there.
That's okay, we have 8 pancakes to get this right.
Right.
Eat immediately, we don't have time.
We need to eat immediately.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of butter. I'm panicking, and also it's good to recover if the flavor's bad. Okay, let's see. Really eating like a bachelor here today. Over the stovetop. Oh,
What?
that's really grainy. That's a lot of grain. I mean, it's not gonna be like regular flour.
Your face is not giving me the hope that my hat is inspiring.
It's just a mouthful of grain. Like,
Well, add more butter. Do you need more butter?
but then you're just tasting butter. It becomes
Well,
a vessel for butter.
but
I want to know
isn't
the
that what
flavor of the pancake.
Isn't that what pancakes are?
Yeah, but like...
Eat the pancake immediately.
It's a lot of grain.
So texture, you're not liking it. How is the flavor? And
No.
also, tell me about it as I flip these pancakes.
All right. It's not really a texture thing. The texture's pretty close. I mean, once in a while there's a little bit of grit to it. But
It's a little burnt.
it's the flavor. It kind of feels like I'm eating a cabinet.
How is that not a texture thing?
Like a sawdust. No, that's a flavor. Like if you open up a wooden piece of furniture,
Okay,
and that smell that you get, the smell is the
maybe if you're not
taste.
such a city boy, you mean like when you're sawing wood and the wood chips get in the air
Yeah.
and you taste them?
Yeah, it tastes kind of like that. It tastes a lot like wood chips.
You are such a city boy. You know, like when you open a cabinet.
Yeah, what?
How about when you use a saw?
My analogies are my own, and you should be validating me. You should not be putting me down for using them.
You're right. I'm sorry. I just think it's funny we come from different backgrounds.
This hair tastes like a pickup truck. Is that better?
I drove a pickup truck. That was my first car.
This hair tastes like a gallon of gas. After you siphon it out of
Here.
Uncle Carlos's...
You need more pancakes.
Oh, God.
Eat immediately. These are a little bit burnt,
You
so...
burnt the shit out of them.
I was trying to film you. You weren't eating fast enough.
Eat immediately.
Eat! I haven't tried it yet. Oh, I just tried the flour, though. That was an experience.
Where are you going?
Far away. Away from my mistakes.
You want to try eating a pancake?
No, I'm going to try to make these more... I lowered the heat. To try to help myself. How are yours? You're still eating them. You know you don't have to eat them.
I'm really trying to nail if I could keep eating them, you know?
Like
I feel like...
in an apocalypse scenario?
Like, if I went to a friend's house and all they had was buckwheat
And
pancakes...
they served you this.
Could I still look his family in the eyes? Could I eat it all without having to leave the premises?
Or like, could you fake that it was good?
Right. I guess that's really what it was. Can I clean the plate?
Mm-hmm. But then you run the risk of them only making that for you every time.
That happened to me once. I don't know. I can't remember when, but like at some point I did compliment someone on their food.
That you didn't actually like.
Yeah.
It's rough because if you don't compliment them, you're kind of being rude because they made the food for you.
Yeah.
But then they think you like it and you're stuck eating it forever.
Am I stuck eating buckwheat for the rest of my life?
No. Okay, here we go. I need a knife. Because your fork butter thing, savage. It's like you lived in the city, but not really. Okay, butter the pancake. Well, it's still hot. Okay. Looks great. Looks good. Okay. Now, we are going to douse this thing in syrup. Fork. I'm usually like a side dipper, so I'm going to put it over on the side. Like so. I'm not like a pour on top of my pancakes person.
You're making the same face I did.
Okay, let's talk taste. The honey, you can taste. And it's actually interesting, and I would be interested to put honey in my pancakes.
Okay.
I kind of like it. It is completely trying to mask, though, the flavor that the flour has, which is just awful. The honey is needed in this recipe because this flour doesn't taste good.
But it's not awful, you know?
It's not awful, but then it's just, the texture of it is so bad. Okay, is it too gross if I show you on my tongue what the texture of this is in my mouth?
That might be too much.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I want people to, it's hard because I can't feed you the food, alright? This is as close as you'll ever get to being in my mouth. For most of you, at least. Okay, ready?
Sure.
Well, I'm not ready. That's so bad. Alright, ready?
Your mouth is black. Oh.
Is she how it's grainy?
See how it's grainy, she says?
Is she how awful texture?
Yeah, the awful texture. It's basically wrapping itself around your tongue.
I feel like I'm gonna die. Oh my god, that's horrible. The sustained period that was.
Right. You kind of just have to swallow it and forget it.
When you're shoveling it down, it's not as bad. That was the worst experience I've ever had with buckwheat. And I've had some bad experiences. Again, link here to a different video that I haven't linked before of how I hate this flour. Oh my god. I feel bad for our hamsters. They're gonna think we hate them.
And whatever hamsters had to be subjected to this for it to be determined as healthy for hamsters.
Oh my god. Let them eat flour, people. They live for like 2 or 3 years. You know, best case scenario. If you've got like a good hamster that had like a decent litter, which you cannot guarantee from anywhere, even the pet store, let alone if you rescued your hamsters, they deserve to enjoy their life. I'm not saying spoil them with like those yogurt diabetes in a treat thing. It's on my hand. Ugh. I'm not saying spoil them to death with like the yogurt things with like
Yogurt drops, yeah.
Yeah, just give them like diabetes and it's whatever. I'm not saying that, but don't subject them to this. Regular flour is fine. It's fine. So we have 2 more tests for this flour.
What are the 2 other tests?
We have to get 2 more pancakes out.
Okay.
And while we're cooking these, we're going to let these cool. So I want to know why we have to serve these immediately. Because normally when you make pancakes for your family, right, you make all of the pancakes and then you serve them.
Here you go, Johnny. Eat this up. Open your mouth.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's good. It's
a whole thing.
Why are they recommending it to be eaten so fast?
And it's not like, I mean, who's waiting around?
Right.
Like, it immediately either isn't necessary in a word, because who is just going to let their pancakes go cold? Everybody likes warm pancakes, you know?
Right.
Or
They're
it is necessary, because it's freaking awful if you wait for all 8 pancakes to be done.
And it could be because flavor profiles change with temperature. There's ideal temperatures to eat chocolate and drink wine. It's possible that
this all goes to crap.
Cold buckwheat,
because it was so good to start with in the beginning.
Well, that's the scary thing.
That's why you're trying it when it's cold.
Cold buckwheat pancake. Yeah.
Because I already did the tongue thing, so you're doing the cold buckwheat pancake thing.
It looks like we got the 8 out of it, though.
We did get 8, and we actually have extra.
Oh, good. For more buckwheat pancake.
Now you can eat the coldest pancake, which should be this pancake here on the bottom. It's still kind of warm, so it shouldn't be that bad. Would you like it with some syrup?
Is that like a general question? Like assuming that I have to have it?
You are eating a slice of this. I want to know why it says immediately.
All right.
Do you need a fork?
I got it.
So caveman-esque. Here, I'll film you.
I've got it.
Okay, I won't film you.
POV. The maple syrup is so nice because it masks everything that's going to happen next. It's like a roller coaster. You're going up and you're going down.
How is the down? Is it significantly worse?
No. It is different. I can taste more of like the... There's like a top note and there's a base note.
Gonna need you to be more specific than that.
Like there's a flavor that I can feel on that's like lighter. It feels like it's coming above and first. And then there's that really gritty bass note. And the top note is more like a weedy, very much like a weedy.
A wheat tea?
Yeah, Wheaties.
Mm-hmm.
But then the bottom note is like, I don't know, gravel.
Okay. And the gravel is coming through more now?
No, the Wheaties part is coming.
So why wouldn't you eat it backwards? Like, let it cool and then eat it?
I don't know.
Okay, I want to know if this is like just the maple syrup messing with you. So here's a piece without maple syrup.
You should try it. You can tell.
I don't want to try it.
I think the texture is changing pretty significantly.
Yeah?
It's become gummier.
Alright, let me try it. Oh, the texture's changed.
Yeah, right?
It is like a gum. Oh, I don't like that. It's chewy.
Eat immediately.
The texture got worse, but the flavor got better.
Mm-hmm.
This is a much easier flavor to have. And if it's with the maple syrup, I can't, it might be like a maple syrup gum. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because this was without maple syrup. Either way, okay, what is our stance now? Is this Buckwheat's redemption? What is the story arc of Buckwheat? So I went into this relationship with Bucky with high expectations. It had been recommended to me on hamster channels that my hamsters would like it. All of my hamsters hated it. Here's another example. So then I was like really not looking forward to making these pancakes, but I was like, I need to know for myself if it's my hamsters that don't like it or if it's buckwheat itself. And now where I've landed is that it's partially my hamsters who are picky with new foods. But mostly it's buckwheat. It's not pleasant. And I think that they would like the stuff I made better with regular flour. And I kind of think that's been true. But didn't we make something with regular flour that they did enjoy more?
The pizza.
And they liked the pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that we can definitively say that, and they had similar ingredients. I think we can definitively say the hamsters prefer regular flour. I prefer regular flour for pancakes. To me, this is not Buckwheat's redemption, but I don't despise it as much as I used to. And this isn't a reflection on Bob. We will be getting into more of a reflection on Bob in future episodes. But for now, this is where we're leaving the story of Buckwheat, and we're putting it behind us. Good night, all. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content of ours, click subscribe, hit the notification bell to know when things are posted, and most importantly, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!
Dear friends, at Bob's Red Mill, we take great pleasure in bringing wholesome, delicious foods like whole grain buckwheat flour to your table. We search the world for unique and unusual heirloom grains that you can use to forge new culinary adventures right in your kitchen. Rely on us for a wide variety of baking flours, grains, and mixes you'll feel good about eating. To your health, Bob M.